Now, SA Tourism, together with Gauteng Tourism Authority, are today launching Tourism Month, which begins on the 1st of September this year. World Tourism Day is commemorated on the 27th of September, bringing awareness to the role tourism plays in economic development and connecting people to places and cultures across the globe. Senior reporter Chriselda Lewis is at the launch taking place at Sakhumzi Zoo Lake in Johannesburg, and she joins us now with the very latest. Good afternoon, Chriselda. The location is Zoo Lake for the launch, of course, of Tourism Month, which, as stated, is an integral part of the economy. Just share with us exactly what's happening there today.
Oh, absolutely, Mfundo, and I'm quite glad to be out in the sun as we launch Tourism Month, and as you indicated correctly, SA Tourism together with Gauteng Tourism have brought a number of stakeholders here together to kickstart this month, as you indicated, of course, starting on the 1st of September. But we're out in the sun already. I mean, what you correctly pointed out, the economy very much also reliant on tourism. Remember, when we'd gone through COVID-19, a number of people were not able to travel. A number of countries took a knock in terms of, where people could travel to. But we've seen a lot of that pick up in South Africa. And the report from 2024 certainly does also give an indication in terms of the numbers of, people who've come into the country. We're talking millions, which means that, we're headed towards the right direction. People are starting to travel once again. And of course, what better destination would there be than to come to South Africa? And I'm going to chat to the Minister about that. Minister, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. Great location. We're out in the sun, enjoying the sun out, but I'm glad the sun showed up for us. Minister, I mean, tourism playing such a critical part in South Africa's economy, not just in terms of job creation, but getting the world to experience our country.
Oh, definitely. Chriselda, you mentioned COVID earlier on. And I must say thank you to our domestic travelers, because we way past our 2019 figures. Wow. We were locked up and holed up, and then I call it revenge travel. People just wanted to get out and see their country and explore it. So our domestic tourism is way past that. But tourism is a big contributor in terms of economic growth and also to our GDP. We've seen the first 6 months of this year, more than 4.92 million visitors to our country. We've seen almost a double increase from the United States of America with 111,000. And what we need to do as South Africans, of course, our biggest asset is our people. Yes. Ubuntu, that warm, welcoming spirit. But we need to diversify our tourism offerings. The perception about South Africa just being about safaris and Table Mountain and beaches. Yes, those are iconic places, but we have done a concerted effort to begin to showcase those hidden gems in our country. To begin to go into small towns, small dorpies, townships, and also, of course, our rich heritage. And that marketing is drawing also a different type of tourists that come. There are a lot of repeat visitors, and so for the repeat visitors, we sometimes help to design the itineraries, and then we put in this new tourist attractions. Yes.
Not just I don't want to say the formal economy, yes, but I mean, it's also a boost for the township economy.
Oh, yes.
Many of the people who come to South Africa, yes, they don't want to experience what they see in the US. They don't want to experience what they see. They want the richness of what our country is about.
Exactly, Chriselda. That is what they want to experience. That's why this new kind of tourism, what's called glamping. Yes. Where you can go in the middle of the bush and put up a 5-star tented accommodation. Yes, and you're next to nature, next to the animals. It's also been growing very, very fast. We like camping in South Africa. So now you can choose at what level you want to camp. But the other tourism sector, in the Northern Cape, for instance, I mean, the Northern Cape has got beautiful beaches, but also the Kalahari, the desert. People now go into the Kalahari district, and they want to experience the desert. So South Africa's got a lot to offer. But where we need to improve, Chriselda, is that one, we need more direct long-haul flights coming to our country. And that's why we are now doing a route development marketing strategy. From SA Tourism, we have invested 6.5 million to coordinate it better. And then secondly, it's the issue of visas. Now, the visa reform is going well. It's all being digitized. Just a few days ago, there's a new visa for filmmakers so that they don't have to go through all of the red tape. And again, the creative partnering with tourism, we now market South Africa more also as a film destination. So the opportunities are massive, and we need to work together as, you know, all three spheres of government. Like we're launching Tourism Month today. We partnered with Gauteng province. We'll be back in the province on the 27th of September to celebrate International Tourist Day here in Gauteng. And we go around the country. Last year we were in the Free State. The year before we went to the Northern Cape, because we need to also draw tourism to the less visited provinces 100%. And share the cake of tourism. But I'm very happy with the growth. Of course, we always want more. And we always look at our competitors, you know, like Australia and Thailand. Because people today have got a choice, you know, where they want to go to anywhere in the world, yes. Yeah.
Minister, I'm afraid that's all we have time for. Thank you very much indeed. But we're still here.
Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you. We're still here and we'll continue our broadcast from here. Thank you very much indeed. Pleasure. The Minister of Tourism, Patricia de Lille, talking to us about the great strides that have been made in terms of tourism, talking about, of course, where we come from, Fundo, with the COVID-19 pandemic, a number of countries, including South Africa, taking a knock as a result of that. But it's really begun to pick up. Also looking at ways to diversify tourism to make it more attractive for people who will be coming to the country. So we'll continue to broadcast from here. We're out in the sun this afternoon. Tourism Month, that's what we're launching here today, but of course officially starting on the 1st of September.
You had to emphasize you're out in the sun, and we are of course envious. Thank you very much. That's SABC News senior reporter Chriselda Lewis.